Wants a first-place position for the most people living in extreme poverty. Nigeria has now overtaken India in the less than envious top spot. But it is Africa's second largest economy and oil-rich. So for a land so richly blessed, why are Nigerians not reaping the benefits of the wealth? Extreme poverty means people surviving on less than $1.90 a day. In Nigeria, it grows by 6 people every minute. 87 million Nigerians, or nearly 50% of the population, live below the breadline. The figures come from the World Poverty Clock. It is counting down to 2030, measuring progress on the UN's major sustainable development goal to eradicate poverty worldwide.
Sokoto is Nigeria's northernmost big city. Surrounded by desert, it's a world away from the country's buzzing commercial centre, Lagos, to the south. With little industry to speak of and a stagnant economy based around traditional farming techniques, the area exemplifies the issues that have bred instability in Nigeria's northern states. Nearly 9 out of 10 people here live below the poverty line. Government inefficiency and corruption are rife. The normal functions of local government are on the verge of collapse. And this dysfunction seeps into everyday life. Few utilities work here. Power is infrequent. Water rarely runs through the taps, and the roads are little more than dirt tracks.
Nigeria's government rejects the data modelling by the World Poverty Clock, but there is no denying the country's inequality. Extreme wealth is in the hands of a few. And despite being the largest oil producer in Africa, successive Nigerian governments have struggled to lift living standards. President Muhammadu Buhari took office in 2015, vowing to improve the lives of ordinary citizens. But the manufacturing, transportation and agriculture sectors have not recovered from the 2016 recession after a drop in oil prices. The unemployment rate is at 19%. The youth rate is 33%.
The government has also struggled to control the security situation in the north. The immediate area has largely been spared the violence of Boko Haram militants, but local bandits abound, and instability has limited the region's access to market for its agricultural products, further hampering economic progress. The lack of economic opportunity is compounded by a barely functioning education system, which teaches children few of the skills they need to succeed. Just a quarter of children in the state, also called Sokoto, attend primary school, and fewer than a tenth finish it. They're more likely to be found here, vying with roaming goats as they rifle through rubbish dumps for scraps to sell, or begging in the streets. Aliyu Malami, a local tailor, says parents can't afford to educate their children, and so the cycle of illiteracy and poverty continues.
Nigeria's rapid population growth is outpacing attempts to eradicate poverty. Without greater efforts to beat the World Poverty Clock, will Nigeria become a ticking time bomb? And is time running out to meet the 2030 target to improve the lives of the world's poorest people?